Hi, and welcome back to Breaking Through with Lisa Nichols. And I'm your host, Lisa Nichols. And today I have a wonderful, exciting guest. Please help me to welcome Rhonda Green. Rhonda, I'm so excited to have this time with you.
It is my pleasure to be here to speak with you today.
Yeah, you're one of my favorite people, and you walk with such a great energy. You walk with such a great certainty. I'm excited to dive into how we got there.
Okay.
So tell me about your background and what led you to starting your company.
I am the third and the youngest daughter of three daughters. I graduated high school when I was 16. My aunt taught at Prairie View A&M University, and they had an 11-week program for high school graduates interested in engineering. And after 2 weeks, they gave me a 4-year scholarship.
Wow.
It wasn't my intent to be an engineer. It's just that my parents were paying for my oldest sister's tuition and my middle sister's tuition.
Right.
So that took the financial pressure off of them.
Right.
So being an engineer is not what I wanted to do, but I've done it for 45 years now.
And I'm kind of good at it now.
I'm very good at it.
I love it. I love it. So let's talk a little bit about your mission and how you're serving your customers, your clients, how you serve people. Let's talk about your mission and your why you do that.
My mission is to get as much knowledge about depression and suicidal depression out to people. Because one day you may know a person and the next day they'll be gone.
Right.
So you need to have that knowledge. You need to know what those signs are.
Right.
So if you see it, at least you can approach them. You can talk to them. You can try to get them to get help. Don't try to be a doctor.
Right.
Don't try to be their
Right.
therapist.
Stay in your
and
lane.
Don't be their preacher. Let them know that there's help that they can get somewhere else.
Right.
So that we can save lives.
Right. Are you drawn to this service? Because that's a deep, sacred, and sometimes dark place.
Yes.
From any personal experience?
Yes, ma'am. I was diagnosed as suicidal manic depressive in 1999 after 17 years of marriage with my husband. And I was feeling unloved, unwanted, unneeded. I felt like nobody cared for me. I felt that my daughter, she'd be taken care of by my parents. And I was in that place in my life. I was in that seriously dark place in my life.
Were you someone considering suicide?
Yes, I was sitting on the bed with the gun in my hand. Yes, I was beyond considering it. I was getting ready to do it.
Oh, wow.
And it just so happens that I had two dogs. I had a little bitty Chihuahua dog that looked like that Taco Bell dog.
Okay.
And I had a 160-pound Rottweiler lab. Okay. And right before I pulled the trigger, my dog started barking. And it occurred to me that if I took my life, my dogs would starve to death. Okay. And since they were mine, I was responsible for them. I couldn't do that.
Wow.
So I let them in the house. They cuddled up with me for 3 days until I could get the guts together and get the nerves together to know I needed professional help.
So this mission is personal.
Extremely personal. Yes, ma'am.
And there was a big chance that we wouldn't be sitting here right now had the dog not barked.
That's right. If it wasn't for my fur babies, I would not be here. But you see, when I talk to people about depression, I can talk to them about it because I've been there. I've done that.
Right. You're the right fit service provider.
Yes.
Because you know what that client needs because you were that client at one time. So when you decided to start this business, and I commend you so much. I'm so glad you're still here. I'm so glad the dogs barked. I'm so glad that the furry babies cuddled up with you for 3 days. I'm so glad that you went and got professional help. And I'm so glad that now you are the advocate.
Yes.
I always say we are the wounded healers. I'm definitely a wounded healer. I heal others and help others to heal. I don't heal them. I help them to choose healing through the pain that I went through, and I don't want to see someone else go through it. It sounds like you're doing the same thing. When you first got started, what was some of the challenges of starting the business?
The biggest challenge was being willing to share my story with other people, because it is so truly personal. And when I first started speaking, I would be trying to say, and I'd sit up there and I would just bust out crying, and everybody would go, oh. And they said, come on, you can do it. You know, I had that encouragement because they knew that I was telling something that was deeply personal. And by telling that deeply personal story, they were like, "Oh, right, okay, you're telling us the truth. You've been there. You know that."
Yes.
And hopefully it has already started helping to save people's lives.
I so know about the the power of a story and the fear in sharing the story. So let's jump to what was the big breakthrough to let you know I'm on the right track as it relates to your business?
At first, it wasn't a business. At
Okay.
first, I was just going to different community centers and places and speaking about it. And a young man came up to me. He was about 27 years old. And he said, "You know my story." I said, "No." He said, "Yes." He said, and I could feel the pain. He says, "Because I'm there right now." And I said, "Baby, it's okay. It's okay. You're here for a reason. God brought you here to hear what I have to say. Because through my journey, you can get your journey to where you can survive." And that told me that this is something that I did not need to do part-time. This is something that I needed to do, that I needed to share this knowledge to help even more people.
So that young man, that 27-year-old man at that community center, that was a big breakthrough for you to realize that this isn't a hobby.
That's right.
This isn't a sidekick. This is a full-on business, however you choose to shape the business, and it needs to be done. Congratulations. Tell me, what sets you apart within the industry?
When I first went to get treatment, I'd always go see the psychologist first, and then I see the therapist. And the psychologist would always say, "Have you thought about committing suicide?" And I would lie to him, and I would say no. Because if you say yes, they put you on the 6th floor in the hospital and nobody knows that you're there
Okay.
for a suicide review to make sure that you don't commit suicide. So I already knew to lie and tell him no. But he kept on, and he was the type of man that talked at you and not to you. But when I spoke to my therapist listened to me. They talked to me, told me it's not all about you. You need to start thinking about the fact that it's more than just what you're going through, and everything is not your fault. It takes more than one factor in your life to get you to that dark point. And I'm here to listen to you. I'm here to talk to you. And because he reached out to me, he even offered to pay for my divorce. Okay.
God, that's a therapist.
And I was like, wow. It was just a moment to where someone else cared about me more than I cared about myself.
The advocacy was strong.
Yes, yes. And my doctor sent me over there. His nurse took me over there and brought me back.
Come on, they were fighting for your life. They were
fighting for me. And if they're fighting for me, then I could fight for myself. And then through my fight, over the years, I wrote 3 books, Surviving the Sunrises and Sunsets. And I've got stories of my life with a lesson learned about those books. And my stories of the depression are in there. I got a lot of happy stories around it too, but they're in there. That was my first step to start telling my story out publicly to people, internationally to people. And so then I said, okay, so that's not enough. I need to tell more. I need to share more knowledge. So then I decided to work on another book that I'm currently working on. It's called Behind the Smile, Depression is Real.
Behind the Smile.
Yeah, because people smile at you every day. And
you were doing that?
Always. Always. Nobody in my family ever knew that I suffered from major depression disorder, manic depressive. Nobody knew.
Because your smile was solid.
It was on tight. I waited until my parents passed before I published the books.
Okay. Do whatever you need to do and whatever timing you need to do it in.
You know, because when you're in that spot, you're feeling weak and you're not feeling as strong as you should. And there are people in your life that you don't want to know that, because when some people find that you're weak, they'll pounce on it and it will not help.
So tell me, what's some of your best advice to help people to have a breakthrough when it comes to thriving in today's business world, thriving in today's social world, thriving in today's just climate and the way the climate is? What's some of your best advice to help people have a breakthrough?
Number 1, no matter what people tell you, love yourself. There are plenty of player haters out there that'll tell you, you can't dream this, you can't do this. The only person who can stop you is you.
I love it.
But you've got to believe in yourself first.
Come on.
No matter what you're in life, whether it's in business, personal, social media, don't like it, turn it off. We don't live our entire lives on social media. Okay, I don't even check my email every day. No one can affect you if you don't allow them to.
Okay, that's advice number 2. I love it.
There's nothing in the world wrong with putting yourself first.
Ooh, that's advice number 3.
You know, you
on
got
the road.
yourself, you got God. Okay, for those that are religious, you do. But you got to put yourself first in all situations, because a drowning man can't help another man that's drowning.
Okay, that's number 4. You listen,
you at?
listen. I said drop a best piece of advice, and she
Okay.
said, "Let me give you 1, 2, 3, and 4." I love it. So now the only question to ask is for everyone who says, "I am loving what Rhonda has to offer. I'm loving the insight. I'm loving the advice. I'm loving the coaching." How do they find you? Where's the best place that they can learn more about working with you?
It is really easy. It's the https://RhondaGreenSpeaks.com.
So RhondaGreenSpeaks.com.
Yes, ma'am.
And Rhonda Green speaks.
Yes, ma'am, I speak.
She does. And I'm so excited that you are here on the planet at the same time as me. I'm excited that you're up to what you're up to and that you are helping wonderful people restore their faith in themselves and to find their voice in a time where the voice might feel like it's silenced. I'm grateful for everything that you do. I'm grateful for everything that you are about to do. I'm Lisa Nichols, and this is Breaking Through with Lisa Nichols. Here's another great session. Thank you for joining us.